Hey there, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld False God, Episode 90, Bastet Spear. There we go. Thank you, Mike. I was wondering when that was going to get done. So you guys want me to do vanilla research? I'm going to do a whole bunch of vanilla research until there's really none left. Let me do marine armors. Not none left, but, you know, do a nice block of it. Actually, you know, solar. I don't think I'm going to need solar. I take that back. Marine armor. I wouldn't mind being able to make replacement helmets, because the helmets I have here are from quests. Obviously, this one's a legendary, so it's kind of awesome. But it's not a technology that I have access to be able to make more of. Security glass is like windows that are higher durability. They're not something that I need to employ. Unless I want my robots farming for some reason, which I don't. We don't really need them to do that. Macho with Inspired Recruit. I have no prisoners. Okay. I think all I need to do is remove this steel column here. And we can get the massive pyramid in. Yes, we can. So how many blocks do I have? I have 900 of the correct blocks. So one of the big things about this quest is it's going to take me a while to convert the stone over from regular to pristine in order to even make this. But I'm patient. And here comes my war merchant to sell those bows. Guests are turned on, I just don't have any. Just don't want to come. If you have other viewer submitted goals, feel free to submit them into the suggestions. I can still possibly take on a tertiary goal if you all see fit. So Sabin, you are out in 13 days, and you'll be blessed with serum once you are. You'll be a fully put together human, which is rare. Normally we're not that kind, if I'm honest. And now Amun-Ra with his new parts, once the wooziness comes off, he'll be even stronger than he was ever before. And hopefully that wooziness wears off quickly, because I would like to have him do the trade. Starting to wear off. You are really fast at that, Lady Shell. Will we be able to cut the plants under the pyramid fast enough? You know, I could actually, I will tile that up. The game did not like that tile queue. It was like, chunk. You know, nothing like 600 slate tiles to say, I have got expendable wealth. Amun-Ra, your trade price improvement still tops everybody else, even with anesthesia. Yeah, even Woozy, he's still incredible. And he woke up first thing in the morning and he's building slate tiles. Okay, just to make sure that these guys don't leave before I trade, because I don't really care about the money I make, I'm going to queue this up. I'll sell them. You know what? I'm not selling them my heart. I'm keeping my heart. So I can wear it on my sleeve. I'll keep the fire bombs, 4 of them, and 2 of the great bows. And I will sell the normal hood. Is there anything I can buy off them? Probably not, because these guys show up with garbage. Done. Well, that cleans up my my storage considerably. And it looks like... Okay, I'll get this stuff cleaned up and haul away before I start walling it up. I'm seeing a pemmican problem. Hey everybody, you're kind of causing a pemmican problem. It makes it very hard to keep the freezer frozen if you build up a pyramid of pemmican. That is a very common occurrence, by the way. I'm not in any way surprised. Oh wow, our composting toilets have built up quite the slurry of slush. The extraordinary excrement. I'm not sorry. Okay, let me write up some tertiary goals. So let's add a new goal. Build a new geothermal, Jenny. Reinstall the servers. Build a tomb. Build a sauna. Talk more. I'm not sure what your goal is, so I'm going to refund you there. Build solar panels. Expand the freezer. Put Almond Ra's heart in the temple, I guess is what that means. Because I don't think I can install this as a reliquary. So 2.5 minutes to vote on that. Thank you all, and I'll refund you as I always do. Guststones, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Alright, Macho, one thing I'm going to need to remember to do, and I'm really mad at this, is every time this thing's off cooldown, I gotta drop it. The other thing I should do is a stockpile of pristine. So it's what, 75 divided, 9,000 divided by 75? Is that the right math? So it is 120 squares of stuff. Okay. Well, that is really, let me fix this. Planning. Opacity, back to default. That means that this either needs to be a 4x30. Okay, we're not doing a 4x30, but a 5x25 will have 125. Okay, 5x24, and that is how many stacks of pristine we need. Dear Lord, it's ridiculous. We're already well on our way there, but it is a lot. Math. Yeah, I mean, you can't build a pyramid without some math, so here we are mathing it out. Also makes me realize that I probably want to cut some more blocks from the quarry. Good math. Oh look, we're all cleaned. Did you just feed? Oh no, you were just disturbed, okay. I thought for a second he picked up raw food and fed it to Marcos, which should not be possible given that I have them all on... Oh. Please ignore me. I'm an idiot. I thought I had them on proper meals, but they weren't. They've been eating my pemmican. Okay, expand the freezer. Yeah, I could do that. I'll just say and freezer. So if I'm expanding the freezer, originally our constraint was power generation, but that's not the case anymore. So what I could do is I could build it up this way. Right? Maybe double wall this. All right. That's a pretty expanded freezer, I'd say. I am going to, rather than have this be a corridor, open it up a bit. Perhaps for some solar. Which will be part of the whole expanded freezer. Because if you want more coolers, I'm going to need more power. Because I only have enough power to power up 2 more coolers, maybe. Probably more like 1. Depends on how many robots are charging. So, we'll do that. Puppy treats, my pleasure. Hey, dude. Poor little dude. Would it include another battery? Yeah, probably. I don't need a rush to make that, though, because all that does is makes things explode bigger. So I have 5k pristine, oh, no, almost 6k pristine blocks now. Not bad. Oh, God, the heart attack. I saw someone in here repairing, I was like, no, and then realized it was Amun-Ra and felt immediate relief that I had zoned someone in properly and they had just committed suicide. Oh man, it really makes my heart skip. I don't want people to die. Not in this series. You know, if I was an architect, I'd be like, oh, gotta kill another one. Oh well. You know, for the YouTube series I was running. But here, I'm enjoying being benevolent. I really am. So, trying to keep people from untimely deaths is my modus operandi. I'm getting a little tired of stuff needing cleaning, so I'm gonna force clean for a second, just so that I can tidy this area up and then wall it up. You're getting awfully close to the lab door. Got my eye on you. I'm just trying to clean this area up so I don't have to later on. That is a honkin' pyramid. Seriously, I've never seen anything in RimWorld that large. Like, even, nuclear silos are not that large. Nuclear reactors, not that large. These pyramids are... I mean, I guess the The pyramid in real life is kind of a honking giant. Here, just finish it up. This is like the animal filth corridor because it's one of these no-go zones for the robots and for the colonists, so they don't interact with one another, which means it only falls to Amon-Ra to clean that one up, which is a bit of a rough gig for him, having to tidy up like elephant poo. But that's just his job from time to time. Alright, Macho, I know, you're about to sleep. I feel like a jerk. But it wouldn't hurt to actually be able to see what we're doing here. Oh, it also wouldn't hurt for Aviator to see what she is doing too. I do find that Solar Pinhole is surprisingly useful. So at the moment, we're so absolutely slammed with priorities that we're not really making any progress on the tertiary goals. Not yet, at least. Oh, look at you, Plex. With an inspired trade, you do beat Amon-Ra by 1%. Guess I'm gonna have to cut out your tongue. I'm kidding about that. You know, we're benevolent. Space drone info hack. Oh, there we go. So that's the last piece of the Bastet Spear. Yep. Hey, buddy. So in the morning, I will accept that. Let's take a look. It's the Rubbertron Confederacy yet again. 8-hour time, so I'll probably only have to fight one raid. I am ready. For more coffee. I also need to build a reliquary. True. I still haven't even removed this old altar, but I'll just do the reliquary first. Oh, only Amon-Ra can build it because the gold is locked away in the lab. So for Macho to be able to convert stone more efficiently, I'm going to shrink actually these zones and lay them out like that. More hauling! Just what you guys wanted. But so that I can hit a nice cluster of blocks all at once. Alright, and let's go ahead and accept, now that everyone's awake. Amon-Ra. Yeah, we're good. Space drone is incoming to a really inconvenient spot on the map, which is very far from everything and everywhere we want to be. And then I have 7 hours until the raids come in. So with 2 hours left, I'll probably have people, maybe 3 hours left, I'll have people start running over here because it's super far away from the city. Could I expand the temple south directly to keep the lectern where it is? Yeah, I suppose it could. I could just leave the lectern here. It doesn't actually need to move. It's just for symmetry's sake I was considering it. "10 days on Sabin." I wonder why no guests visit me. I feel a little, I don't know, rejected? So I'm ordering the animals to the pasture so they don't get involved with this raid. And then, with 4 hours to spare, I'll get people moving. I might not even need that much space. Can I fit it all in here? Let me demo this real quick. So let's say I put the reactor here. Engine. God, this is gonna be one honking ugly thing. Casket. Core. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it fits. I'll make it laid out nicer, but I was just trying to measure square footage, I guess. You approve of the music? Yeah, I really became enchanted with the soundtrack when I played the game had a terrific soundtrack. I spent a lot of time trying to source sort of Egyptian-esque music, and what I found is, and I recently saw a meme on Reddit about this, that all of what a lot of the West would consider Persian or Egyptian or Arabic music is like the same song. Much the way that like bagpipes are bagpipes. I know there's different bagpipe songs, but the joke is that all bagpipe songs sound like bagpipes. And I found that to be true is like most of the music online that would fit this theme was labeled as copyright free, but wasn't. Or all sounded the same. Like it was just the same 15 songs back to back. There was no variety. So I was like, you know what? I really love this one game. I'm going to fashion it from this. And yeah, here we are. All right, they are a mixed raid. Oh, this is going to hurt. Coughs and Prince of Persia. Yes, precisely. Fight each other. Nah, that's going to be a terrible one. Alright. Well, this is what happens when you show up to our neck of the woods. It's slam time. Amun-Ra, don't you worry. Whoa, that's a lot of meds. Who brought 25 heal root? You had a lot of high hopes for how much surviving you would be doing. Yo, that's not cool. Who threw that? Dog? Yo, dog. That brain of yours? Yeah, I'm gonna be stunning it now, thanks. Alright, Mike, looks like you took some shots. I'm gonna have you back up. Same with you, Kynan. Macha, go after Dog. You guys go after Squidward. And they're fleeing. Alright, Aviator. Let's have you patch up those that are injured most. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna let them use the hospital. Because I built a hospital, I might as well, like, use it. So I don't think anyone's bleeding out so fast that they're going to die. Mike and Kynan have a 20 and 23 hour timer. So Kynan, Mike, Guero, Firefly, Seabass. And then the next raid is going to come in 8 hours, right? So it's 16, so at midnight. And hopefully Amun-Ra's done by then. But if he isn't, there's a little light for him to see better. Gosser! No, I don't want a dumb psychopath. So, no thanks. And Aviator, you should probably be headed to the hospital as well, because you're going to have to render the treatment. Oh, Marcos. You found... I like how the dude that loves deadly tea found the beer. That's just a... drug abuse. Just drug abuse things. Wait, no, don't feed him. Tend. Alright, all patched up. Another fight you survive, yeah. Yeah, being brawler only, I have to be careful about how... Because, you know, my guys don't have armor effectively. I have to be careful about how much damage they take, because only Goro and Maxu actually wear armor. I guess Amun-Ra technically kind of has armor. Friends under threat. I can't accept this, because mech clusters aren't a thing, so... It's a broken quest. One of these days, someone... I was just actually answering a YouTube comment about trying to make RimWorld not have spacer stuff. And it's actually ridiculously complicated because there's a lot that is like baked into the code that is not part of like a module that you can just disable. So it's very, very, very difficult to actually have a medieval mod strip out all the things that shouldn't be non-medieval. Very hard to do. Because a lot of the RimWorld base code includes references to spacer tech, which is why, like, you would have to rewrite. You'd basically have to rewrite a significant portion of RimWorld to accommodate for that. And that's only something that, it's not only something that Tynan could do, but you're rewriting essentially the game engine at that point. So it would be more than just a mod. It would be massively significant. Okay, we are finishing up 2 hours prior to the last raid, I think. Beep, beep, boop, boop. You are done. Go enjoy your meal. You're standing a little too close for comfort to the big thing that goes boom, boom. And you, my little Neo fire worshipper, you are the Robotron Confederacy, so you will never like me. I'll just leave you there. Let nature run its course. Okay, we found the Bastet Spear. So tomorrow morning, after Amun-Ra gets a good night's sleep, I'll be heading to that. It is right there. Right up the river. It was under our nose the whole time. Who would have guessed? And the Bastet Spear doesn't really work all that well because it's guarded by pikemen that don't pike. And aren't men. So what are they? It's like a bad riddle. It's not like a bad riddle, it literally is a bad riddle. Look at this poor baby. I don't know how clear it is on camera. How bald he is. With stitches in his neck. Poor Yoda. I know. Luxor, you know, he's surprisingly not acting like he's all that hurt. I really would have thought, because so the long and short of it is he had some skin issues that needed surgical removal, like just some growths that needed addressing. It's kind of gross, but oh, Mike, you know how we said you'll live another day? That might not be true, buddy. Nah, don't worry, I won't let you die. But he also needed teeth cleaning, so we just did it together. And a lot of the times after he gets teeth cleaning, he's pretty like loopy. And he was actually surprisingly not loopy this time. He was up and at him immediately. Sibin, you've got 9 days left. Lady Shell, you're doing a wonderful job making those advanced components. We have so many construction tasks queued up that basically none are getting done. It also reminds me that I should probably reduce the high priority halls for constructors so that constructors can build too. And Amun-Ra, once your needs are met, aka once you've had a meal for the day, I will send you to go obtain the Bastet Spear. So I'm going to let him meditate a little bit, get his recreation up just a tad, and we'll head on out. And I'll go with Maxu and Guero. I probably don't need that big of an escort. Lady Shell, thanks for the bits. Bits for Yoda, I'm assuming. Even just paving the pyramid is a ridiculously significant project. Oh my god. What did I get myself into? You know, I'm only going to take Amun-Ra and one other person. Because we have 2 horses. So, hey, Guero, you're coming with. We'll go with some bomb meals, herbal meds, and that is it. Shouldn't be too hard. Hey, Bort. You've been enjoying the Star Valor series? Tomorrow you'll be able to vote on whether or not I continue it. So look for the polls on Discord and YouTube tomorrow, if that interests you. Why build a ship when you can build a pyramid? Well, since we're not in Stargate, we don't have pyramid ships. We have to build one and then the other. Gotta say, those Gual pyramid ships looked so not aerodynamic. But I suppose they didn't really follow the standard physics model of how the world actually works. So, yeah, whatever. Nope, go back to bed. You're still sick. Maybe Firefly can preach health. You're too old for Discord? Oh, I doubt it. We were just joking on Discord that we should have a special channel in Discord for old people. And we were trying to figure out what to name it. Like the group that remembers rotary phones was my proposal. You don't need aerodynamics in space, true, but those Gual space pyramid ship things would land on the planet. That, and in space, you probably want it, I don't know, to maximize your volume a little bit at least, and minimize your surface area so you don't get hit by micro debris. Just saying, unless you have like shield tech. I guess they had shield tech. Whatever. I'm not getting into it. I'm just saying they seemed unreasonably unreasonably overcomplicated for what they really were. Hello! See, you won't dare shoot at me because you just don't do that. This is why I don't accept any of the quests that have mech clusters, because the mech faction is disabled, so the mechs don't work. So I don't accept any of those quests because I don't think it would be fair, because mechs can't fight back. You can literally just walk up to them with like our uranium clubs and just club them to death, like we have cricket paddles against zombies. But there we go. We have the Bastet Spear. So let me remove that from the goal. Build Bastet, build ship reactor, build pyramid, and heal Sabin. Okay, let me rewrite this a little bit. Build ship reactor, comma, pyramid, comma, freezer, expansion. And heal Sabin. Yeah, everything just like, I don't know about the turrets, but basically they just don't work. Which is why I have them off. Dude, you are not, what is going on? Your Marvelous Mike is, for whatever reason, truly not recovering very quickly. His infection is actually higher than his immunity despite the tending. Maybe the first tend sucked, but he's been bedridden the whole time, so I really don't know why this is going wrong so badly. The CompuServe server. The I remember what a baud modem is server. Mike is experiencing karma. Yeah, I guess so. We never preached health. Firefly, the heck, dude. Or dudis. I guess dude is, I'm gonna use dude as a gender neutral term. No, what the? No, stop. What the? I'm sorry. Gonna lose my mind. I stood there, I drafted her, I used it, and it still didn't work. Like, get out of here with this, like, half-baked. Oh, I did it. Garbage. Because, no, you didn't. Doesn't want you to get better? No kidding. Where did you put the Bastet Spear? Just, like, in general storage? Because that would be hilarious. Like our venerated relic, and you just dumped it. I legit don't even see it. Maybe it's on a camel or a horse. I'm hoping. No. There's only slate chunks in there. I brought the slate chunks home because we're paving everything with slate chunks, so I figured that I might as well just bring home some free slate. Yep, there it is. Bastet Spear, just, you know, sitting in the, yep, that makes sense. An engraving on this weapon shows 8 surgeons and fortune tellers eating beets together. If you squint your eyes, the static composition of the image reveals the outline of a carrot. The well-balanced structure of the image almost conflicts with his expressionistic style. 8 surgeons and fortune tellers eating beets, but it looks like a carrot. Nice. I don't know what the other art is. I think once they're in a reliquary, you can't see it. So I'd have to uninstall it, which maybe I do, because that first one was relatively hilarious. Amun-Ra, I'm going to have to wake you up in the middle of the night. Let's go install the Bastet Spear. Alright, Taw's Hammer. What does this say? An engraving of this weapon depicts a cone surrounded by ellipses. The image contrasts confinement with fellowship. And a Hathor's Bond is a relic without... Okay, cool. Very nice temple. Very pretty. We're also going to have a positive move for just having all relics collected for 15 days, which is huge. But yeah, when we run ceremonies in here, there's going to be a big bonus for relics present. Alright, I'm suspending the pemmican because it's getting gross again. Mike is surviving. Neural superchargers got researched. Let's get solar. 0% of the freezer has been built. Twas a tertiary goal, though. I'm deleting that tree cut zone because we have a lot of wood now. They're set to haul, there's just no storage left? No, there's still storage. I see it. I might pull the uranium out and have a separate uranium store. Because uranium doesn't rot. Nor does steel. So I'll pull the steel out too. We do have... No, we don't even have... Okay, so yeah, uranium and steel will be stored over here. And here we go, guests, finally. Are the elephants hauling? They are not. That would be my fault. I did pasture them for the ship and never undid that. Can I make uranium traps? I could. They wouldn't be better, though. So the sharp damage of a uranium trap versus the sharp damage of, like, a steel is so negligible that the 10% better is not going to be worth the material. We are a little low on steel, though, so there is that. That much is true. We might actually even want to set up a mining outpost at some point. I could... Well, maybe you guys can suggest that when you suggest goals. Because we are low on steel. Although we mine it up rather quickly. So there's solar. What else? You know, I don't have TVs. I have no idea what we would play on a TV, because we're in a primitive world. So unless we somehow get galactic TV from space, is a very good question. I could have robots mine. The only problem with robots mining is the hauling, but I'll do it because JFED's going to want to do it. And shuttle arrived for the 3 cows that have been renamed. So set to load with the 2 Zelebs. And this will give us that nice bombardment targeter, beam targeter, excuse me. Really good weapon for you're pissed off at a group of people. There it is. Make sure that it's allowed in here. Yep, it is. So we're maybe 2/3 of the way done paving up the area. I don't want to use the convert to pristine limestone until the slate has been used up, because if I convert early, it might convert some of the slate into limestone, and I need the slate in order to build the flooring. I was pretty sure I suspended the whole make pemmican. I did, they just haven't hauled it. Okay. Let me at least try to get the door closed. So these guests, let me take a look at them. Yeah, 6 to 7 friends each. There's no point in even trying. We are not that social. What's the huge building? I think I have a goal up there to tell you what it is. I know, I sassed you. The huge building is a pyramid. Firefly. With a social of 10, you upset Nat. That's not a bad pun. I'm not going to be able to recruit her, but she's not a bad pun. You forget to read? Yeah, and also, like, if you're on mobile or something, that's pretty small text. So, completely understandable that you did still have to ask. There are parts of this that are not illuminated. Let me just install another light. I guess it's fine for Amon-Ra to be doing the entertaining, because there's not actually that much better things for him to do, I suppose. Oh, there we go. The freezer's getting done. Right on. So, update. Forbidden Zone will forbid the inside of this now, as we expand outwards. And then the lab will allow it, because these spaces are going to be opened up. For possible solar. All right, JFET, that's going to be up to you. And then Inside Forbidden will also not allow this. Inside Forbidden is actually going to make a jump and not allow where it's going to be eventually. But continually remind me to make sure to update these zones so that they don't get screwy and end up killing me or something. So that probably means we're just about out of slate to make the flooring. So everything left over here is... Oh, not you, Goro. Everything over here is more or less marble. Here, Macho. Haul that slate over. Slap it down. And let's keep converting. So now we are up to 7,000. So about 2 more thousand of the pristine blocks, and we'll be good to go. Now, as far as power goes, I'm going to embed power in the walls. Oh, but maybe not that close. So let me bump this out like that. Yeah. And Amon-Ra, you can help to construct this stuff. In fact, I would rather have you constructing than entertaining and wardening. I don't need a god to entertain the guests. Make use of his time. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld False God, which originally streamed live on Twitch, September 4th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.